I'm not feeling well. So I'm having my coffee in bed. Yesterday was tough. I had an appointment with my surgeon. My cancer is back. Just before I was to leave, I got an email from my oncologist telling me I also had cancer on my mastectomy scar line. So we're looking at 2 surgery sites now. So that's what we're going in to talk about. It's hard. It's hard doing these things. I first asked for an investigation of changes to my mastectomy scar in 2021. It was June 2022 before I finally got one, but I only had a biopsy of my lymph node. In August, I was diagnosed with cancer there, and it took that diagnosis too, in September 2022, finally get a biopsy of my mastectomy scar line. Not once did we even get remotely within the vicinity of acknowledging not just the delay, the human response of saying, this can't have been an easy year for you. Because it wasn't. I had other problems. My abusive marriage had ended, leaving me without money, a vehicle, or even a home. I almost broke under the pressure and from the grief. But I did get some help, and I did make it. So now
I keep thinking that because the delay in diagnosing me proved to be such a colossal error, that things will change, but they're not. I'm not getting the kind of care where I'm involved in understanding what's happening to me, why, and what we can do about it. We left this woman with cancer for almost a year. So we can't talk to her, because if we do, that might come up. And we can't acknowledge that colleague after colleague sent a woman with cancer, with a history of cancer, with a genetic predisposition to cancer. We can't acknowledge that colleague after colleague sent her away. So we can't talk about anything now.
because it was a big deal what I went through to get my cancer diagnosed. I knew what should be happening because I've been through it before. So I would know that what was happening was wrong. And that was distressing on a cancer level. There's also the gaslighting part of it, because you know what's supposed to be happening. It's not happening. They're acting as if you're just completely out to lunch by expecting this. Oh, you've got a spot. Well, get an ultrasound, take a biopsy. Yeah. Yeah. It was so hard to go through that, knowing, no, it's reasonable what I'm asking for. Now you're just terrifying me. They know that when people are dealing with reoccurrence, they particularly struggle. So I was dealing with potential reoccurrence, couldn't get the care, and then asking for the care, being treated as if I was more than a few cards short of a full deck. It was cruel. It was cruel. And it hurt. And it kept me in this state of perpetual crisis. All we had to do was this. I keep thinking, polite it out. Reason will prevail. Surely people will do the right thing. I don't think I'm alone in this experience. I know I'm not. So I'm sharing it. Because if something like this is happening to you, well, it's hard. They have our life in their hands.
I'm one, and there's all of them, and I need them. I need them to save my life. But I'm not one. I'm all of you too. So thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your words. And for those of you going through this too. We'll get there. We'll get there.
I try and do as much as I can. I don't feel well right now. I don't. But with cancer, you always have to think, is it going to get better? Or is this as good as it is going to be?
You have to find ways to nourish your soul. And it's hard when you lose your health, and in my case, pretty much everything else. But you have to find reasons to live. There has to be something to wake up for. Helping others is one reason, but finding a place where you can let some of that past you, where you can see the sun, look at it through those trees. In shorts and a t-shirt, right? It definitely are not pajamas. Just to be clear, I am not wearing pajamas. And I braided my hair today. Definitely.
It looks fabulous.
Not last night. Definitely not.
I finally got this biopsy. It is cancer. This is locally metastatic cancer. Did this need to happen?